Hello, in this tutorial I will teach you how to group data using pivot tables in Excel. This is useful if you want to change continuous data into different categories or bins. The data that we will use for this tutorial is the Household Travel Survey spreadsheet file. I've used this dataset in a previous tutorial. If you haven't done so yet, you should download this file so that you can follow along. The data for this file is located in the Excel Help section of the Learn website. So let's open our file in Excel. Say we are interested in understanding the number of trips a household makes based on the number of people and the number of vehicles in the household. We already created a pivot table to answer this question in our previous tutorial, so we will work off of this information. As a reminder, we have the number of persons as our row variable. We have the number of vehicles as our column variable. We've counted the number of households that match each of these joint observations, and we've also calculated the average number of trips for each of these joint observations. So say we wanted to create some categories for our household sizes. Instead of having each of these specific observations, I'm interested in categories of household sizes that are between 1 and 2 persons, 3 and 4 persons, and then greater than 4 persons. Excel can help us group these rows together automatically. To do so, we should right-click any of the values underneath the row variables, which represent the number of persons, and then select Group. A dialog box will appear. We are going to group our data starting at our minimum value of 1 and then ending at the value of 4. And we're going to group these in groups of 2. We can enter OK, and then Excel will create our groups for us. It will recount the joint observations and then recalculate the average number of trips. We could also do this for our column variables, number of cars. Again, we can right-click any of the values underneath the column labels and select Group. And Excel can help us determine automatic groups, but I'm going to show you a second way. You can also create groups manually by highlighting the labels you want to be grouped together. Right-click your selection, and then click Group. So here, I've created a group for the number of households that have 3 or more vehicles. By clicking the minus sign beside the group label, it will collapse the two groups or two columns together and sum those values up. And that's it. This quick group function in Excel can help you categorize continuous data. We've done it automatically where Excel creates equal size bins between a minimum and maximum value that you specify, and we have also done it manually by selecting the values that should be grouped together.